Where do we even go from here? I don't even know what the next step really is here. I'm confused. What's up, everyone? I'm Grizz. Welcome back for more Tokyo Revengers. Like I said, I don't know where we're going from here. We're gonna go back in the future. I'm assuming we do. There's no reason why we wouldn't at some point here. We got 3 episodes though. Setup is realistically the only thing we can do. We tied everything up last episode, so I guess that's not a bad thing, but it just depends how it's done, because multiple setup episodes for a future season is sometimes a little but if done right, and it has been done plenty of times in other things in the past, and you know, it's easily can be done. So I guess we're just gonna have to see. Excited to see how they do it though. If you enjoy it all, please hit the like and subscribe. They do really mean a lot to me. You can check out the other videos on the channel too, and also feel free to stick around for the discussion portion a little bit later. Let's just jump in with episode 35. 35? Well, it says 35 here. What number are we on? 11? 12? Let's go. Okay, if I remember correctly, Draken said him and Mitsuya had something to discuss or say here at this meeting, so... Yes. Let's go! Celebration! So everyone's gonna give a speech, let them know their thoughts, or are they gonna... I don't know. Hopefully all's good here. Apologize for the issues that you may have caused others, or danger that you may have put others in, yeah. Right, okay. Cool. They did. That did happen. Powerful stuff, brother. Yeah, nobody even knew what was going on, yeah. I like the dude behind you with the mask. That's fire. So they're just gonna look at it positively. Not what could have possibly happened, but what did actually happen, and try to reassure him. That's cool. Absolutely. And that's why we're in this. We do all of this because of the... Aren't these... yeah. Huh. Are they joining us? 11th gen. Weren't they only at 9 before and then 10? Yeah. So they're starting their own? So we take over. We will fall under. Yeah. But they're gonna still stay under the name. It wasn't what we were hoping for, but okay, it works. Oh, they requested it. Huh. Yeah, absolutely. The fuck were you doing? Setting your boys up. Oh shit, okay. Okay. That's fire. About damn time. But now that gets me nervous because Kisaki might be on the fucking move after this. What about Hanma? Is he still in? No, I'm happy he did that. Fuck that guy. Who's gonna lead the third? Yeah, no. You set your own boys up. These are your brothers. Yeah, get out of here, you clown. Yeah, he's gonna lose a lot of people probably. Yeah. Oh my god. And then they're gonna fuck, bro. No. Oh. Good, I like that. Absolutely. I like this. I like this. We needed this. Yeah, get that scumbag out of here. Yeah, you said that already. Yeah, that's true. Let's see how smart he really is. So he has noticed the things that he's done before, but he thought he meant well until now. Uh-oh.
奇跡の話を聞けやこれてめえあんたを輝かせるためにあんたには俺が必要なんだよ
No, he does not. No, he doesn't. He's having some doubts.
おい、竹道。あいつ。
Yup.
計算があって言ってるわけじゃない。
No.
こいつのマイキー君への思いは理屈じゃない。
Yeah, he likes him.
お別れだ、キサキ。
Nice. Stay strong, brother.
その決めつけが夢を狂わせる。
It's tough. He's gonna break down in tears. Takamichi type beat. Yeah. He looked up to you like a brother. No. I actually just find it really funny though how Kisaki tried using the logic of we have to build this thing. Like I put all these things together so we could get more members and get stronger because the Black Dragons were like a threat to us and stuff. When realistically it was Mikey and Draken who took out like 100 members of them and then their boss as well. So like it took 2 members who were already there without Kisaki's involvement to take over. I don't know what he was kind of getting out there, but whatever. Are they gonna give one to Takamichi? That's what I was thinking, but I didn't want to say that if they were just fixing Mikey's bike or something. That's what it seems like, yeah. You're one of them. That's sweet.
バイク？うん。CB250T 通称バブ。俺のバブと双子なんだ。
ああ。
双子。昔兄貴がパーツの買い付けに行った先で見つけてきたんだ。もう一個のエンジンほっとかれてたから、俺とケンチンでコツコツ部品集めて、やっと完成したのがこいつ。へえ。
I like it.
なんかロマンがあるな。だろ？お前にやる。
Yeah.
うちの一番隊隊長が単車持ってねえなんてかっこつかねえだろ。
でもこんな大事な
Because he reminds you of your brother. Not just that, and you are one of the brothers now.
いろいろあれしちまったしな。
そうそう。すげえじゃん、竹道。ちょっと乗ってみろよ。
I like that too, because Chifu could have been like angry there, because I don't know if he actually has one. I'm assuming he probably has a like most of them do, but if he doesn't, that's dope that he reacted so positively like that. Alrighty. That's number 1. Oh my god. They couldn't have gone in a less populated area? Bad teacher. No.
俺を呼んでたって兄貴が言ってた。へえ。いつかその場所に行ってみてえな。行きましょうよ。うん。じゃあ約束な。竹道。はい。何考えてんだ。
What the next move is? Did we fix it? You gotta go back.
この先どうなるんだろうな。
Yeah.
ブラックドラゴンが俺らの下について。
But realistically, Kisaki's gonna get his revenge or attempt to. But I do wonder how the future turned out. So. For the time being. Yeah, for like a week. Yeah, well, he actually probably thinks that they are. Yeah, he probably thinks that the entire future is set already and good. So he doesn't think that he's going to see him anymore. But realistically, we know that's not going to happen. It's all fun and games till we go back in the future and they're all already fucking dead and he's like, like, this could be bad.
姉ちゃんをよろしくな
Huh? You can't just say that to him. It's
お
gonna
か
throw
しい
him
こと言
off.
ってるのは分かってる
Yeah.
でも
Hmm.
でも
ヒナを頼む
分かりました。
This guy sure does like
お
touching
別れ
me.
だナオト
It'd be hilarious if he couldn't have gone back. Like it just
最後に
breaks.
もう一度マイキー君たちに会った妃は敵だバジ君が最後に俺に託した言葉です3番隊隊長は妃じゃねえパーだけなんだ
Uh-huh.
パーチン
We're gonna get you out of there, brother.
バジ君の目指したものを、心を強く
Love
持っ
it.
てくださ
I
い
love it.
マイキー君なら一人で時代を作れます
You don't need him.
竹道
Yes, sir.
記念写真撮ります
Yeah.
え
何の記念
Captures everyone's personality. I like it. Oh, okay. I thought we were just gonna end it. So he doesn't look as aggressive as he was before.
ここお寺
Looks a bit more put together, but he's wearing a suit, so it concerns me. Is he at a funeral? That would concern me.
ヒナも助かってる
About that. She's probably... Oh, okay, she is. She's fine.
花垣くん。
え？
お久しぶりです。
Okay.
あ
Yeah.
誰だっけ
Okay, I thought that was Hina. I don't...
この度
Never
お
mind.
忙しい中、足を運びいただき、恐れ入ります。
Yeah, they're at a funeral for sure.
葬式
Yeah.
確かに俺もう服着てる
Who died? Hina, probably.
誰の葬式だ
I don't
こ
know.
の度は兄の
Brother.
兄の
Mitsuya.
ちょっと待てこの子なんか見覚えが
どうぞ。
Uh...
はい
しっかりしてマナ。
Yeah. Fuck. Okay. What
ル
happened?
ナ兄
He was missing in the last one too. Ah, shit. Okay. Yeah.
嘘だ
Are the others gonna be here though? Maybe you could get something out of them? Are they all just gonna be gone too? Yeah, fuck. Okay.
そんな三ツ矢くん三ツ矢くんが死んでる
Okay. We knew that was gonna happen. We knew something bad. Okay, we have to work backwards in this one, I think. So we have to start from the future and then, or the present technically, and go backwards and talk about the things that happened like that way. I think that's the only way this will make sense. So go to the future. We know nothing's gonna be perfect. We know it's not gonna be right because one, we know there's much more in the story to tell, and plus it's too early for it to end. Right. So unfortunately, have that knowledge of that. But that's just the way these stories go. There's always a problem after another. This time, as expecting it to be Hina, or you like run into Kasaki or Draken's dad, just like the usuals, one of his friends, right? Like one of those. Mitsuya. Big difference. Mitsuya, as far as I remember from episode 1, was missing in the previous timeline. Something happened. He went to find Mikey. Something with Kasaki setting him up. He went missing. Okay, cool. Not a good thing, right? Of course it's not a good thing, but it makes sense. So with Mitsuya gone, where do we go from there? What could have led to this? So now we start working backwards. Kasaki has been kicked out of the group. Mikey basically was told by Chifu exactly everything that happened with him being set up and all the things that Kasaki probably led to, and then probably looked at the idea of all the things that he knows Kasaki's done in the past or tried to set up and realized, you're not the type of person I want around. The people like Takemichi, the people like that, like I want these guys around that I trust, that I care for, and you're not a part of that equation. You will only get in the way of creating what I originally set out to go and like do by making this gang and what I wanted to do. And I may have lost track of that. I may have lost sight of that at some point in like his life or over the time of the creation from Toman, from beginning to where we are now. He may have lost track of it, but he's trying to get back to his roots. He's trying to remember these things, what inspired him to do this, stuff like that. And seeing Takemichi, somebody who resembles his brother like that, it makes perfect sense. So Kasaki gone, puts up a big thing, starts arguing, starts fighting, not like physically fighting, but trying to fight for a spot basically, and persuade Mikey to keep him in. Mikey isn't buying it. We get a thing back from, I think Chifu said it about how, or Takamichi said it, somebody said it about how he has like some sort of weird obsession with Mikey, and it's kind of a problem. What that all still is, I don't know, but he basically got rid of Draken and the other timelines in order to get closer to Mikey. So his goal is to eliminate the people that is dear to Mikey so he can get closer to Mikey and then use Mikey for whatever reason and take advantage of him. Don't really know why. But all of this tracks because Mitsuya is somebody who is also very close to Mikey. So it brings up the idea to me that something happens in the future where in this previous timeline, like we've talked about it, Mitsuya is sent off to go look for Mikey, but they, I think, believe that Kisaki was the one who like did something to do away with him and get rid of him, right? We have that same exact mindset going into this one too, where Mitsuya is somebody close to Mikey in the future. Now he's dead at an early age. Probably something to do with Kisaki at that point. So my guess is we still haven't gotten rid of him. He's still alive and all is still well with him, and he's trying to still work his way within, or maybe he was able to get his way back within the group somehow. I don't know, but he has this weird obsession. Where we go from here in the present, I have zero idea. I don't know what he's going to do, but I'm assuming he's just going to retrace his steps and try and figure out. You would assume it's Mitsuya's funeral. He's going to come and find him and, or not find him, but find other members of the group and try and figure out as much info as he can. The issue with that is you're probably not going to find as many as he wants. I'm assuming like Chifu or somebody will be there. Unless they're all dead, then this is going to be a really, really big issue. But I don't think that's probably going to be the case. I'm assuming Mikey's still going to be gone. We're probably not going to see him at all because they never show us him in the future. So it's never going to happen. Draken's probably still not going to be there or be around at all. I'm assuming we're going to find somebody like Naoto or Chifu, and we're just going to find out once again, like we always do, about how Kisaki's did something and how all these other people have like disappeared and nobody has contact with them or something. Maybe you can find Hawkeye. Hawkeye's really close to Chifu. Hopefully he's there. Actually, I have a prediction. We're going to run into Taiju somehow, and Taiju is going to be at this funeral. I don't know why. I just really think that's going to be the case. But yeah, I have to wait till next episode to see that. I guess some of the other things that happen throughout, the two dudes from Black Dragon starting their own group, or just taking over and creating the 11th gen, and then falling under Toman in a way and falling under Takamichi. Interesting. I don't know how big of a role they're going to play, maybe for what season 3 would bring. I have no idea. I do kind of hope they're not the main ones involved, but used in some sort of way. I just don't find either of them as interesting characters personally, and I just don't think I would have that much interest if they were our main battle. So hopefully they are useful or on our side, and even if they're not and they end up like switching up on us at some point, just at least make them useful in some sort of way and interesting, because what we have from them so far really isn't doing it to me. But just something I guess to keep an eye out for and keep note of. Mikey giving the bike to Takamichi, really sweet, like that a lot. Fun. His brother, I mean, it reminds him of his brother, so his brother finding twin motors and bikes and stuff for him. And Mikey, I guess maybe he just meant to give one to Mikey, I don't know, but regardless, if he was meant to build up one up for him, giving it to Takamichi makes sense. Takamichi is one of the top ones now. He's his brother basically, and he looks up to him, or not looks up to him, but he looks at him and sees his brother within him. So it would make a lot of sense to kind of give him something. And the thing that happened on Christmas about going for a ride with him and Baji and stuff like that, it makes perfect sense. Now you have that opportunity to form this closer bond and thing for the people that you care about. Makes a lot of sense. And I guess lastly, Takamichi bringing up the idea to Mikey and the rest of the group about how Baji claimed that Kisaki's evil and how he's not the real leader of that division, and Pa is, and when he gets out, Pa's going to come back. And just like keep an eye out for Kisaki, and even with him gone from the group now, he's still probably going to try and do something, and putting that idea into everybody else's head, really cool, just because it allows us to actually do that. And I'm really happy that Mikey decided to make the decision to get rid of Kisaki, because it's something that's been long overdue. However, you do know he's going to come back for vengeance, and we are going to lose a large portion of the group. So where we go from here, still got to figure out the next few episodes within the future, and then maybe go back again. I have no idea, but I do feel the third season seems to be building itself up into a battle that's going to wind up being Kisaki and all of the 300 people that he takes with him versus Toman. But I don't know if that's going to be the case, or if we're going to have some other obstacle in the way first, and then we're going to end up getting to that, like in maybe a fight afterwards. I don't know, but I think that's like a thing that will have to occur at some point. But yeah, I guess we'll see where we go from there. It was a fun episode, really got me excited at the end though, so that's the type of stuff that I really like. If you liked it all, please hit the like and subscribe, do mean a lot to me. You can follow me on Twitter and my anime list, both links are in the description. Check out the other videos on the channel, leave any comments and thoughts about the episode down below as well, and I'll be back next week for episode 12. See ya.